The sunset of Airbnb has begun. In a turn of events, the government of New York has decided to take strong measures to prohibit short-term rentals, a decision that will have repercussions on both tourists, who will face greater difficulties in finding accommodations, and the company itself, which will suffer million-dollar losses by not being able to offer rentals in the Big Apple. For in-depth insights into evolving economic landscapes and impactful decisions like these, subscribe to Money Dynamo's channel now. Join us in exploring the financial tides shaping industries and livelihoods worldwide. In this article, we will explore the new regulations, evaluate their potential impact, examine Airbnb's situation in other major cities, and analyze the clever strategies that owners are using to bypass legal restrictions. Since 2022, it was established that renting a property in New York for less than 30 consecutive days was illegal if the owner was not physically present on site. However, the restrictions have become even more stringent recently, allowing only 2 guests in a property per stay and requiring the owner's presence regardless of the rental duration. These measures not only limit the options for owners but also significantly reduce the number of potential customers. Authorities estimate that by March 2023, around 10,800 Airbnb listings were violating the law established in 2022. To combat this situation, the government will require owners to register with a government registry to be able to rent short-term. Additionally, platforms like Airbnb, Vrbo, and Bookings will be responsible for verifying that the owner's registration has been approved. This process, besides being an inconvenience for owners, entails substantial fines for those who violate the rules. The natural question that arises is, why is New York implementing these regulations? The answer lies in the context of the pandemic. During lockdowns, many jobs were lost, especially in New York, where numerous commercial establishments, cafes, and restaurants had to close. Despite the job losses in 2020, the city has managed to recover and create new jobs, reaching employment levels similar to those before the emergence of COVID-19. This economic revival has attracted over 116,000 immigrants to the city since April 2022. However, this influx of people has led to a housing shortage, resulting in a considerable increase in rental prices and a rise in the number of homeless individuals. The city of New York has experienced economic growth reflected in the average rental price increase in Manhattan, reaching a record value of $5,000 per month for the first time in history. Bars on a graph illustrate the number of homeless individuals per 10,000 inhabitants, where New York leads with 73 people, compared to cities like Chicago, 14, Houston, 5, and Pittsburgh, 7. To address this issue, the government aims to discourage the use of housing for tourist rentals, prohibiting short-term rentals with the goal of having owners allocate these properties to New Yorkers. This measure, theoretically, could lower rental prices by increasing the supply. However, housing shortage isn't the only motivation. Residents sharing buildings with tourist rentals have complained to the government, alleging that these rentals lead to more thefts, disruptive noise, and dirtiness. Tourists, staying only a few days, are less concerned about neighbors' opinions, organizing parties and bringing strangers into buildings. Moreover, there's another reason behind the ban on short-term rentals: pressure from the hotel industry. Although there are no direct proofs, hotels likely influence governmental decisions. The graphs present the average price of a hotel room, gray bars, compared to the price of an Airbnb room, blue bars. Airbnb is considerably cheaper, posing a threat to established hotels. Airbnb, on its part, argues that short-term rental housing has positively contributed to the city's tourism economy. It provides accommodation options in areas with few hotels and contends that the new laws will harm tourism by reducing accommodation options in the city. Theo Ladinsky, Airbnb's director, states that the city is sending a clear message to millions of potential visitors. They will now have fewer accommodation options in New York City. As for those who have booked through Airbnb for the coming months, the new rules will only affect short-term rentals. If the reservation is for less than 30 days and the stay involves checking in after December 2nd, the reservation will be cancelled, and the money will be refunded. Considering rentals in nearby cities that haven't implemented similar restrictions is suggested. The phenomenon is not limited to New York. Other U.S. cities, like Marin County, California, have implemented registries for owners wishing to rent through Airbnb. San Francisco only permits short-term rentals for 90 days per year, and European cities like Barcelona and Paris have also regulated property rentals on Airbnb, imposing significant fines. Regulations and the economic crisis in the United States are impacting Airbnb, which experienced steady growth until 2022. The number of short-term rentals has decreased drastically, and sales in various cities have significantly declined, threatening the real estate market. This situation benefits hotels, as tourists might opt to stay in them instead of dealing with short-term rental complications. In the face of these challenges, Airbnb finds itself navigating a complex terrain where innovation and adaptation are imperative. As the company grapples with the fallout of regulatory measures, it is prompted to reevaluate its business model and explore alternative avenues for growth. The spotlight now shifts to the resilience and strategic foresight of Airbnb's leadership as they seek innovative solutions to address the evolving landscape of short-term rentals, not only in New York but across the globe. Furthermore, the evolving landscape raises broader questions about the future of the sharing economy and its place in urban economies. The clash between the interests of residents, the hospitality industry, and platforms like Airbnb underscores the need for a nuanced and comprehensive approach to regulation. As cities worldwide grapple with similar challenges, the fate of Airbnb serves as a bellwether for the broader industry, signaling the importance of finding a delicate balance between fostering economic opportunities and addressing the concerns of local communities. The unfolding narrative of Airbnb's response and adaptation will undoubtedly shape discussions on the future of short-term rentals in a post-pandemic era and provide valuable insights into the symbiotic relationship between technology, regulation, and the dynamics of urban living. In conclusion, Airbnb, which revolutionized how we travel, faces significant challenges due to governmental regulations and the economic crisis. The company could face a decrease in property supply and a threat to its business model. Uncertainty surrounds the future of Airbnb as it adapts to the changing dynamics of the real estate market and governmental decisions. The era of Airbnb, as we know it, could be coming to an end. As we witness the changing landscape impacting Airbnb and its global influence, it's crucial to stay informed about such pivotal shifts in the economy. If you enjoy this video, smash the like button and subscribe to Money Dynamo's channel today for deep insights into the evolving financial world. Join us in exploring the intricate web of decisions like those affecting Airbnb, shaping industries and livelihoods worldwide.